It says we're barely through, but I doubt we're like actually that not far through. Like through the story. Sorry, my mic stand is squeaky. Because we're 3 hours into this. There's no way we're barely through it. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. Ooh, we have notifications. Ooh, people have been posting. Let's see. Does everything happen for a reason or not? I wonder how everyone's doing. Cute. Rachel posted a picture. A trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment. Road construction on Leonora Avenue. Alright. We have a very slow start. This game makes me want to go to cafes, like a cute little local cafe, and just chill. Like once I have a job, that's now on my bucket list. Because of this game. Straight up. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Suwey. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. In reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange, that good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never started an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out of the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... Amanda. Yes, what is it? I think Suwey tried to interject a couple times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Suwey. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important. Oh, that's me. Oh, no, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yeah, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree, and we apologize for interrupting you, Suwey. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us, our siblings who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We're excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still perspective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Suey. You rarely ask direct questions, but I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, then. Yeah, that sounds right. We love gossip, and what is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I'd love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe. Yeah, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Suey. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Bitter and tart coffee drink. Man, I have no recollection. But tart would signal lemon. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense, because we see ourselves in hindsight, when the truth is we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. Hey, Dracula! Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you? I mean, not really, but... Job search is grueling, dude. I'm so impatient about it, too. I hope you're doing well, though. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Ah, well, I've had to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple years after all. But despite that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day, just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose a specific earthling appearance over another? Our observation is earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even at first, it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. Working on a Brocula? Ooh, that's exciting. That's so exciting. Do you have like an estimated release date yet? I haven't checked the game page in a little bit. Let's peek. No, it just says coming soon. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be so good. The game's out for playtesting? Ah, okay, okay. I mean, on the Steam store, it's not showing it's out, but... Alright. Right there. Ah, private playtesting. Got it. Well, I'm excited to eventually play the, like, full thing, you know? I'm gonna wait for the full thing before I play it again, but I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be really good. And hey, if you ever want a voice actor, just saying, you could be my debut. But there were already some things I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yeah, our species seemed to have the ability to do that, but Gala's fashion I couldn't keep, after all. It came with responsibilities. People stopped me all the time to ask for medical advice. I can see how that'd be problematic. Yeah, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars, so I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. Wait, is he imitating like a Star Trek outfit? He is so mimicking Star Trek. I can so see it now. That's so exciting, dude. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror, and I felt right. Like, the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So, although I look different now from when we first met, and although I've learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same. Different but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Oh, is this Laurel? No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308 that she is phantoming you. You mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver! Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Oh no. I am curious what has happened here. Ah, Silver's gone up in friendship level. And then, yeah, the black lemon. Curious that Earth drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. It sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. Seems that online more humorous or breeding-oriented or openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Yes. Oh no. That is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. Oh. People do that? Oh yes. I think it'd be fine after a bit of conversation. Alright, Andy. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know? But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do. Before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you? 99.908% of the time? Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers. which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda's been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return, but she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile, pleased to assist, we can sense your hormones boiling. She's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Do you have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Aww. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not? No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. Hey, Dovahkiin, how are you doing? It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. You said that online networks were like a hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. Clean up some parts in your Gundam kits. I'm having a bunch of fun. I'm playing some chill games tonight. Hanging out. No idea what we'll be doing on Monday, but you know, that's Monday's issue, not today's issue. So, yeah. I'm just enjoying chill games. I'm feeling sleepy though. I've been going to bed at like midnight and it is 10:30, so yeah, but I'm gonna be going for a bit longer at least. Assembling your dystopian war models. I don't even know what that is. Yep. Anyway. As well as a desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer, and why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us, but once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. Seems we are picking up on some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What? Again? That call was bad news. The agent... Too late. Just hide behind the counter, quick. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Well, yeah, I've been the most trustworthy element, so I think I'm gonna look around for it if it's all the same to you. Maybe it's fallen behind the counter. Let me check our lost and found drawer first. Would this happen to be it? Oh no, I wanted to take it away from him. How astonishing. It was here after all. Seems like my suspicions weren't entirely wrong, were they? It was an honest mistake. Before you make another honest mistake, I'd like you to remember I'm good at my job. That sounds like a very impressive job to have. What is it you're doing exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. What happened here? Well, I want to know why do we have this? Oh, Mr. Hart, darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? Dang. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? Can't say I have. I didn't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? What else? Oh, they're having a conversation. Why are you threatening people on Tomodachi at Hyde? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There's some very popular videos of them online. Maybe it is, but I still have to investigate it properly. Otherwise my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with this alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big of an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no idea what to make of them, you know? I haven't seen the writer character, no. Sadly. I don't think she's even in here. No, she's not. It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing. At least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try past for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens and aliens they'll remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know, and where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decide they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them, give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see, so how do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes the aliens so very different? Are there all sorts of people living here? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from farther away, but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be different from the people who live in the city? Then the people in the city are different from one another? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't know, nor do I care all that much. Just try and get the job done here. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't happen to be friends with aliens yourself, would you? Now, surely that is... Do you know that harboring illegal aliens is a crime? Ugh. What was that? Just the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stay aside. I'm gonna conduct a search. Meow. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. It's also irrelevant to the current. Drat. I have an emergency elsewhere. I wanna know... No reason. Uh, I was thinking it out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so I was just processing it. Sorry if I was insensitive. Okay. But if either you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. Cat wants espresso. I think we gave it milk. I don't know, Andy. You'll be hearing from me soon. Meow. Is this dad or is this an actual cat? Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. It's an actual cat. It's sleeping. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. I apologize. This is just nerves. We're truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here, the agent might come back. No, I lured him away at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Meow. We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I'd really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. A sweet drink. That makes me think we're gonna do some sweet hot chocolate. Let's try doing it as honey milk. So chocolate, honey milk. Oh, there we go. That's an actual thing. There you go. Sweet drinks for the two of you. This isn't bad, though it could probably have been a little sweeter. The sensation of this is not vastly different from what you served us the other night, but it sounds like it will be fine. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations, even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yeah, I would definitely prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. It does sound like you got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? Suwey, you know the cafe I'm opening? Yes. Well, not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE, Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here. And how to understand themselves. For all of them, an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you are different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling whether you live as the hive or as an earthling. What do I still have? Oh, the keycard. Amanda, I really do love you. What is love? That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. I will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.4229% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this, and you've been playing it very well. Good morning, Finnan. How are you feeling? You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Suwey. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night, Suwey. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that... Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. Wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. No. Ah well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Oh, that sounds exhausting, dude. I hope you get to have a chill day today. Curbing recent security breaches. Government block data leakers websites. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. It's raining. Looks like it's going to be a chill day with lots of chores. I mean, I wouldn't call chores chilling out, but hey, if you gotta get them done, you gotta get them done, right? One sec. There we go. Something's missing from the door. Did I misplace it? I don't know what's missing. This might feel like it's gonna be a long, long night. Or not. Good evening. Hey, Suwey. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Oh, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? At least that's the plan. Yeah, what a nice surprise. He told me he got a few things to discuss on that. Well, that's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. Milk and honey? I'll give this a go. No, it's not it. Do I already have it? I do not. I know we found it last game, but it doesn't import. Alright. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's 100. Cute. I think VR would really take off in the future. I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in cities such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depend on you, you know? Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. What's that? What's this hashtag? Still on hiatus though. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good. Today's delivery cutoff time, 15 o'clock. No night shift. Okay, let's try milk. I can see honey and a couple other things. Milk, honey. What do I think would be good with that? Personally, like cinnamon probably, but let's try ginger. Hey Goldie Choke, how are you? I'm doing okay, how are you? Dragon Man. Let's try another milk base. Milk, honey. Let's try cinnamon. Nope. Ooh, it always sucks having to wait. Milk and honey, right? Yeah. No! I'm not getting it. What is it? Is it coffee? Indonesian. Ginger! Reset. Maybe it's like milk ginger honey? Ooh, I'll look in a second. Yeah, I found it finally. Okay. I shall look right now. Hey. Nice. Are they... Did you buy them and they're already painted, or are they one of the figures that you paint? I'm sorry, I'm not very knowledgeable. Sure, tell me about the piece you commissioned. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. Finally found it. That took me so much work. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients: susu, tiller, maru, jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Hendry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. They come pre-color coded. You can paint them, but you like keeping them in their original form. Okay, solid. But yes, Dragon, tell me about the art you commissioned. I feel you on being tired as well, Goldie Choke. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why's that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. It's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes, his car? Not so much. The thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, he gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? One of them in that pic is one of the first Gundam made from Bandai. That's really cool. Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past too. Are you saying that his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was gonna say homesickness, but I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you'll realize only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. It keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Oh, hi there. We meet again. Yeah, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Alright, battle time. I'm not starting another battle because my voice is starting to get a little weak. I'm gonna go for a bit longer, but my voice is getting a little on the weaker side, so I don't want to like push it and force myself to do another full 30 minutes. You know. Take care of that voice. Yeah, I'm not pushing it too hard, don't worry. No more. Got it. Welcome, Miss Rihanna. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? I have no idea what that is. Hopefully we have it in here. Tea? No. No, I don't know what it is. Absolutely no idea. Okay. So tea? Maybe 2 milks? Let's try that. No, it's a tea latte. Two teas and a milk? Or maybe it's just straight tea. There are 2 reasons for your commission. 1 is for your birthday at the end of the month, and 2 for a cover art for a fanfic you're gonna write. Oh no, it's just straight tea. For a fanfic you're gonna write to the 2nd arc at least. The commission turns your D&D OC to a modern person. He'll be a shopkeeper of multiverse pawn and trade. He gets 1 waifu. She's your favorite waifu from a mobile game called Puzzles and Dragon. Oh, that's so cool. Here you go, miss. This is not what I ordered. Is it not? I'm sorry, let me remake it for you. It's okay, you can leave it. Are you sure? Yes, don't worry about it. Okay, then I'm truly sorry again, once again. So, who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away to my surprise. I had no idea he was a night owl. What? Softspot? Oh no, Dragon Man, that sucks. That sucks. Or perhaps just an extremely early burn, right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when he first met, which was another surprise since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. I see, how peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and been texting ever since. Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person, which is why I'm here now, but I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Ooh, I'm excited, Dragon Man. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it would become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Uh, did you manage to resolve your issues with children? Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day? Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not as much changed. How about you, feeling better? Yes, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I've told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure, it was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection? Yeah, that's correct. I see, so it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby. Right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd how? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area, and the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Do you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you are recalling? A flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh wait, there was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something as a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just gonna recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. I need water. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy, I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Suwey, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you know that, 'cause it is. Oh, dang good. Thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up with y'all? What's new? The police are here? It's okay. Don't worry. This one's chill. This one's chill. Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? You got your car too, lady? Yeah, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or...? Pretty much. Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You rest assured, we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you at all people doubting my skills, Suwey? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Suwey, and don't forget my lighter. Can you have a bowl? Ooh, yeah, beef stew sounds great. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Suwey. You probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah, it's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. There's some strong coffee? Yeah, it's espresso. Right. Alright. Here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect. Just as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Anything specifics in mind? I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce. Also, the name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? And I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. Okay, so that's gonna be probably hot chocolate, milk, and if it's gonna have a hot spicy kick, it's probably ginger. Yep, Spanish Sahara. Let's see if this is his. For me? Oh, I don't think this is for me. Oh, sorry. Seems like I'm mistaken. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, so that's what it's called? That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then bon appetit. First machine started making breakfast. Previous one was a bit bland, so you added button mushrooms, carrots, thyme sprigs, and a bay leaf this time? Okay, solid. Solid. I personally wouldn't like that, but solid. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Suwey. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it, because it's just a tad too spooky, even for me. What happened? Tell 'em, Pops. It's not that big a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. Got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is very straightforward. It's about half-mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why, what's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? Think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Rihanna. Eating rice with broccoli, carrots, tofu, and soy sauce. Solid. Solid choice. I really like rice. I'm a huge rice fan. Are you expecting something from me, Suwey? Huh? Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand, but I'd like to hear the officer speak his tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. I almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though. Oh, but yesterday was a different story. Whoa, hold on. What a stage setup, huh? Oh, whew, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 parked cars parked that night. You think you had every meal at a restaurant / takeout today? A lot of family stuff and meeting friends? No, that's fair. That's fair. Sounds fun, though. I'm about to sneeze, but I also might not. Think I won't. I think the feeling went away. Not sure, but I think it did. There are only 4 parked cars that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walk past the last round, make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across in the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. In a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. Now that's if you're using the right tools. Right? That wasn't all. Oh, no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the street lights went out and suddenly all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going further and further away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh, are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool, though. I may be laughing now, but I almost peed my pants out there, you see. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast, right? Anyway, Suwey, I think I want another drink. All that talking's making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use a red flower stuff he has of a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Then I like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Okay. Red with ginger and honey. There we go. Let's try giving this to him. Giving me this? Don't know what you're talking about. Ah, sorry, my mistake. 1 piping hot te Rosella for you. Oh, what does it mean? Jaha means ginger, te means tea, and Rosella is Roselle, another name for hibiscus. I know, right, Spy? I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy but perfect for the weather. Good call, Suwey. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops, because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a second, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't you? I don't know, Pops. Maybe even something crazier than that. This is a real serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. I gave him the right thing. Oh, no. So, like, I'm trying to figure out who that belongs to, so I'm just giving it to everyone. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a random key card, and I think it belongs to her, but I forgot to give it to her when it was her turn to receive something. How about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market in that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. Bye. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was that all before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? This is like not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transient's survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore. The start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come take a look. It sounds kind of too low-key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there, and the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh. Correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was found at the site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes, and that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa, I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this mess, but I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's only one thing I want to confirm, though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? Hold on. I want to peek at these. So we got that and that. Oh, and then we have... Choom. It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately. That's why there used to be a memorabilia around that tree. They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. It wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable, so no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Rihanna. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Suwey. Take care. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Suwey. Don't hate me, please. Oh, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea. Oh, okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. Sweet, could you try this mix? Yep, what is it? How about blue pea, honey, and mint? That sounds actually really good. Blue pea, honey, and mint. called Flower Bed. That's cute. Let's try giving her the key card because I'm pretty sure it's hers. For me? You sure that's right? Oh, sorry. It seems I'm mistaken. Here you go, miss. Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, actually. I was trying to give it to her, not him, but whatever. You finally cleaned out this clown car of an office building Zomboid? Jeez. It's good but lacking brightness. Oh, some lemon would be nice, but it's alright. Thank you for ordering it for me. Okay, thanks for making it look pretty, Suwey. I try. But man, that whole case earlier, though, was a lot to take in. Also about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me the chills. Aye. Ugh. Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? 'Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Oh, huh. Now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that, though, can I ask a little teeny question? Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and she was not very well known. What's a sorbet aria? Oh, I mean, she was a secondary character. Back in the 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung toward the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts. Hence sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of the show or something? Yeah. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason for herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a banshee sing with such a playful and light-hearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that's been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel like maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's gonna remember us? Right, Suwey? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Most banshees see the end differently than most, so care to enlighten me? I was a kid who grew up in a large family, like humongously large. Literally couldn't count my siblings if I wanted to, because they're everywhere thanks to my dad. No. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was suffocating us for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. My older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Want a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. That's also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. And that's why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. It's just really, I just really didn't like that production house, but I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we're all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Huh? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being general. Smart. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve, since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. With the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the game, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's gonna be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. But not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first, because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure, though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure the shape of it yet, but ideally, we'll have, like, an interview at first, then we'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I'll also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time, since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own, too. So I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. Yeah, I'm flattered. But, thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Ugh. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? It's just bad timing. Yeah, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Suwey. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around. Safe trip. Alright. See you, Suwey. Come again soon. I think tonight was the most I've ever talked in the past 2 years. And I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Suwey. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Now I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to do. A lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. Have a good night. Whew. I think I'm done for the night. Hope everything will work out for everyone. That's a firework. Lunar Cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive Elven metal band Avathor tops US music chart. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Alright, we are going to save here. And exit because my voice is dying. My voice is very much dying. I'm having fun with the game, but like I can only play so much of this game at once. The story's like really good, but you know, that's how it goes. I did over an hour of it today, so I wonder how long most people played it for. Looks like roughly 5 to 10 hours is the story. I'm guessing. Based off the amount of time people who reviewed it have it, so we probably have a few more sessions of it left. Anyway, let me go ahead and see who's live right now so I can see where to raid. Um, hmm. I need to check where I've raided recently. Let's see. I hate how I have to go into mod view to check it. Like, that's the only way I've found to check it. So I raided Raw and Arch recently. Okay. So not Raw or Arch. That makes it harder. um, it's been a while since we threw a raid on over to Northern Quarter. Let's go ahead and raid him. He is playing some Diablo 4. Yeah. Here is my, oh, and he beat me to it. There's my socials. Specifically my Discord server is like the most important, but also my YouTube. I'll eventually get back to posting on there. Huh. Maybe. We'll see. I've kind of taken a break from it. And then make sure you grab the raid message. Anyway, I am raiding Northern Quarter. I will be back live again on Monday. Not sure what we'll be playing, but we'll be playing something. You all are lovely, and I will see all of you on Monday. Night night.